Well, hello, beautiful. Um, I need to fix my phone. Apparently, okay, I had it like this. I don't know if that's going, but YouTube keeps telling me that I need to have it in vertical mode. So, okay. Hi, friend. There we go. Got it situated. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to be walking you through a wonderful tutorial for bridal makeup. Yay! I recently did a bride and her so lovely. Oh my gosh, she was lovely. The bridesmaids, the whole everyone. It was such a wonderful day. And I thought I would share some of the things that I did and kind of recreate a little bit of the same look that I did on the bride so that when you are going into your bridal consultation, or maybe you might do your makeup yourself, then you know what to look for or the steps that you're going to need to take and possibly learn. So then you can look stunning and say, I did it myself with the help of Christy Nicole. Okay, clean face, totally clean face, because I'm going to use some an exfoliator. So this is liquid chemical, and I cannot stress this enough that you want your skin, take care of your as soon as you have the date. I don't care if you're going to the courthouse. I wanted to go to a courthouse, okay? I did have a wonderful wedding, so I don't regret it. But you know, even if you're, again, having to do your own glam, now you know what to do. And exfoliating is one of the most important things to do. And you definitely want to try some, like if you say you're doing more DIY stuff and facials and trying to do little masks and different things like that at home, give yourself a good like 6 months to experiment. Give yourself 6 months to experiment with new skincare, because at that 3 month point, when you're getting married, I would say that 3 month point really when you're prepping is where you're finding out what works and what doesn't, because you don't want to do something where, like, I've had clients who have gotten different Botox, whatever, within maybe a month or so or 3 weeks or so of their wedding, and it just did not end well. Making sure, again, skin is priority, taking care of our skin. So now that we know we are exfoliated, I'm going to go in with a very hydrating skincare mist. This one is Clinique. Doesn't really matter, just whatever brand that your skin likes. And then I will go with it's not just a toner, it's a milky toner slash, it's like a moisturizer as well. So a fluid moisturizer is what they call it. So, okay. You really want your skin to be so hydrated as possible. Makeup does not wear well on dehydrated skin. And again, this is bridal makeup, so we have to make this last. This needs to look good in your photos. Then I will take I like a thicker rich cream. Oh, a thicker rich cream. So this is Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. Wonderful, wonderful cream. Oh, I'm looking for my spatula. Okay, hold on. Wonderful cream, especially before makeup. And I will just One of these will, little palette like this will save your life. And just like in soft, you don't want to be so harsh, too much pressure, especially if you're someone who turns red easily. You want your skin to feel super, super, super cushioning. Like I said, bridal makeup. You know you're gonna be dancing, you're gonna be up till who knows when. Prepping your skin is a non-negotiable. Now, what I usually do with my clients is I like to put on some type of mask while I'm doing eyes. So that's always a really nice treat. I happen to like the one from Summer Fridays, Jet Lag. Oh my gosh, I love Jet Lag. Or if they like fragrance, the rose mask, you guys, from Fresh. Okay, now that cream is on. And then you know what? I am feeling particularly dehydrated, so I'm just gonna give myself another Clinique. Actually, too, if you're doing someone who's more sensitive, this Moisture Surge has a whole line, and there's a mask with that as well, and it is such a treat for the face. So I will start with eyes. You want, if you can, I'm just looking for my eye primer. If you can, let your skincare really soak in before you put any product on it. So this is the Max 24-hour eye base. I used to work for them, and I worked for them when this came out. And I was that crazy person because I said, if I'm gonna sell it, I'm gonna tell you the truth, honey. Okay? I don't really care what the company wants me to say. Like, I'm gonna let you know the tea. And so I partied all night and I slept in my makeup. I know, but I slept in my makeup, and this eyeshadow did not budge. So when they say 24 hours, they mean it. Just whatever good primer. Some people day to day will use concealer on the day of your wedding. Unless you're really, really dry, I would definitely use some type of, even if it's a colored eyeshadow base. I really went super soft on my sweeper. She was very young, never wears makeup, never wears makeup. And so she didn't want a lot. And I said, okay, this is your day. You have to decide. You don't want to look at your photos and hate yourself, right? And then I used this, yeah, 4.5. This concealer from Charlotte Tilbury, I really, really love because, and a bride will too, because it's very radiant. It covers very well, and it is waterproof. I do hate how pricey it works, but yeah, but it works so well. It just works so well that I'm like, ugh, it's hard. I have been working for these. If you don't know, who are new here, Christy Nicole, and I have been a makeup artist since 2008, so I'm going on my 18th year this year. Also, my husband whispering to me, being kind. So just putting this concealer all over as well as a waterproof base. But then if you have your veins, you have a lot of color on your eyelids, and you want to block that out and you want to neutralize it, this is the way to do it. So I'm an Angelino, born and raised in Los Angeles, currently living in Dallas, Texas. And the Rams just got beat by the Seahawks. So Que pena. So, oh well, there you go. I guess whoever is a Seahawk fan, good for you. You know, this powder I just actually started using and I fell in love with it because I wasn't sure if all the different powders that I had were waterproof, and I cried so much during my wedding. And I cried so much during my wedding. So I am a big fan of things being waterproof on a wedding day. Now, again, I was showing you before, my lovely husband told us who's going to the Super Bowl. I'm going to be using the shade Wit. I like it because it's a peachy pinky. So fair, light, medium, tan. This color will look really, really pretty on those skin tones. Starting really light from the outer corner. Because the thing, you know, with bridal especially, I mean, makeup always, yes, you kind of, you start light and you build and you build and you build. But especially with bridal, because you just, it is a beautiful challenge of getting me to look hopefully natural. Some brides don't want to look natural, and that's their business, but most brides to look natural but still glamorous. You really want to take your time. So just going really, really light with pressure. And I want this very diffused. I don't want to see any really harsh lines. At least not yet. So just lightly adding, 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 adding. And this is why I wanted to go live for you guys, for all the gorgeous girlies watching now and later, because you need to see what really, really goes into it again, so you kind of know what to expect when you're hiring a pro or me, and what to really look for. And then, if of course, if you're doing it yourself, then watch this as many times as you need, you guys. I used to practice so much. Now I'm just dipping into this color stone. Yeah, you guys, like, practice makes perfect. I, you know, did not come out of the womb um knowing how to hold a brush and about blending and colors. I did go to, I go to, I took art all throughout high school, and I think that definitely has helped and definitely ignited a passion for art. I just happened to create it on someone's face or body, but all the same concepts, and I just love it. Just adding it. See how everything just looks kind of really diffused and just super soft. It's wedding day makeup. This is actually probably as dark as I'll go. Of course, adjust for your skin tone. If you're deeper than me, definitely add more. If you're more fair, you could even add less, just depending on what you prefer. Because it is, there's that balance of, we want it to show up in photos, and makeup in photos just does not show. Nothing catches as beautiful as our true eyes, our God-given, just true eyes. Nothing shows up as good as that. So the camera is not going to pick up the makeup that it would in real life. So you do typically wear just a hair more than you're used to, but You remember, you are in control. If you're getting your makeup done, I don't care. I don't care. If I will never tell someone like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that style on you for a bride. I have done some pretty intense, some pretty intense brides, and it's like, hey, you like that full glam? And I've done very natural brides. It's all about you and your wedding day. So, but this is kind of a more typical, it's gonna be a very pretty eye. I got this new, specifically for the bride, I got this new Armani eyeshadow here. It is so stunning, but I'm gonna really do that almost at the very end. My skin feels good. You want to have a little tackiness to it. Now, I am not a huge, bless you. Thank you. The hubby's playing some games. So I typically, myself, do not wear primer, but I know that a lot of people like to, and I will put this on a lot of clients. It really does, especially if maybe you're not someone who normally wears a lot of skincare. This is really going to help fill in, smooth, hydrate, and really grip. Sometimes makeup can skip, and if there's like dry parts, it doesn't want to stick. So I think that a gripping primer, I do happen to love the one from Milk, but a gripping primer that you like, I really like that it's part of their hydro line. I think the more hydration, the better, especially on your wedding day. Okay, so primer's all done. Then I'm gonna go with, this is Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless Hollywood Filter Primer. And this is really great too, because this is going to give some color. It is going to help reduce redness. It's going to give an immense glow and just really smooth things over. It is my absolute favorite. I have tried the dupes and I'm not as happy with it, but do what, you know, I know her stuff can be a little on the pricey side, but I've chosen, you know, and if I love a product, I'm just like, okay, because I definitely do drugstore on myself. I don't use it on my clients, really, but on myself, I'll definitely try something. But I worked for Charlotte, and I'm just, like I said, I did try the e.l.f. and I had found that it worked well with the e.l.f. foundation that I bought. But when I tried to use it with other brands, because I mix so much and I try new things so much. I love a good glow. And it did not mix well. It did not play well with the other brands. And I've never had that problem. I'm looking at my foundations. I have so many different, from drugstore to water-based to, of course, silicone-based, long-wearing, glowy. I mean, you name the foundation and I have probably at least tried it if I don't currently own it. But this Charlotte, it has never failed me. So I know. I say it too when I get checked out at Sephora. Okay, speaking of, and then this also I love for brides because you're gonna get that glow. It is waterproof. I can't remember now if it's 24 hours or if it is, if it's 16 hours, but either way, you're gonna look good. You're gonna look good with this spray. So now to skin. Corrector. I like, where's mine? I was looking at my kit. I have my kit right. See, say hi, babe.
Hey, babe. What's going on?
I have my kit here. I'm really trying to recreate the look, a similar-ish look that I did. And it's always fun to dip into my pro kit and use things for you guys. But I like my corrector, which is from Bobbi Brown. So I'm gonna do a little down here. And see, can you guys see like how peachy that looks? So it's going to get rid of any of like my gray undertones because you cannot just put on concealer, like a bright concealer. You're just gonna have a brighter shade of, some people's circles are a little more purple, some of them are a little bit more blue, but whatever shade of circles that you have, it's just gonna be a lighter shade of that. You have to absolutely use a color corrector or a color correcting concealer. Like I also have, I'm not sure where it is right now, but I have the House Labs concealer that I absolutely love. Very hydrating, very hydrating. Pigment so smooth, it goes on incredible. It is unfortunately not waterproof, so I actually prefer to do concealer last. We are gonna do some underpainting. So I'm gonna be adding some liquid blush and some liquid highlighter. So first I'm just going to, this is a big thing, girls. If you are, I do love putting makeup on my hand, and I sometimes will, but I always wash my hands first in front of the client, and then I also will spray, or sometimes I have the pump sanitizer. Anyways, sanitizer. You want to see if you're hiring someone and you don't know what to expect. These are things that are really important. Yeah, high sanitation is very important when you are hiring someone to do your hair and makeup. Some blush. I love, oh my gosh. Oh, I think that got on the blouse. If it did, you know, what are you gonna do? It did a little bit. I'm gonna let that dry and say a prayer. So let's put these on. I'm gonna do the highlighter first. Just tapping it into my brush. And I love, 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 love to do this first. Underpainting is such a wonderful technique because if the makeup starts wearing, you already have some all the way on the bottom. Because, you know, you're hugging people and you're this and you're that and you're kind of, you know, just these little tugs and scuffs and like whatnot. Okay. So this, and then I also have liquid contour. You want to do all your creams first. All creams first. I'm not putting, not too much. These Rare Beauties are very pigmented. I love her line, but I do see how that could be. I'm just lightly tapping because I could see how that could be not as user friendly. And I'm going like my natural line. I'm just going a hair above it, just a hair. Again, just little, see how already how beautiful that looks? Oh my gosh, come on, this is stunning. And just little by little, I'm gonna do a little down here. I little to the forehead. I'm definitely gonna need more for the other side. So that's good though. You want to put, don't like, it's easier to add than to take away. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, don't put too much in the beginning because you just don't know. Especially like I said with these are very pigmented and we want to start soft. Always want to start soft. Again, just above. See? Just above. Just light, so light pressure. You just want to marry everything and just make it all look so blended together. Yeah, this is looking beautiful. This is looking stunning. And then now, oh my gosh, I'm making such a mess, you guys. We're gonna add some blush. I do want to use a different brush though, so let's do, this one looks already stained, so that's what we're gonna do. And I am dabbing some off on a tissue again because Rare Beauty, very pigmented. Very pigmented. And it's such a red blush. So, oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful. What a difference, right? Just like little taps. Little controlled taps. Add some to my forehead. How stunning, you guys. But see, right now, like my skin feels very dewy, feels very tacky, very grippy, and that's a good thing. Because all of this goes under the foundation. It's so wonderful when you underpaint. And then just things look so natural and they last so much longer. I'm gonna add a little bit more contour on just like right here so it looks a little more chiseled, a little more defined. Kind of snatch the face. We want to be snatched and lifted, okay? There we go. I'm not a huge fan of the way most people contour nose. I just kind of like it to look a little bit tan around it, but I'm not a fan of like the straight line and how most people like a nose contour. That's fine. It's fine. Just not my, no es mi estilo. Okay, so now what we can do is move on to foundation. So I have the new and improved, because I did have the old classic version, and then trying out the reformulated version. I would really like the beauty blender, so hold on, let me see if I'm like grabbing my I knew I had some in there that were clean. Hold on. I actually been liking I got a lot of the pawpaws on Amazon and I'm like really liking them. So just a little. This goes such a long way. 24-hour wear now. Air light silky feel. I want to say over 40 shades. Correct me, but I want to say over 40 shades. Lasting 24 hours, waterproof. It's the stays all day and all night. It's so beautiful. The airbrush foundation. There we go. Just little pats. And then we just, oh, I forgot to say that I have these Summer Fridays her little lip treatments. That's what I have on. You always want to have some type of a lip mask. See how these, oh my gosh, it just like marries everything together so beautifully. Need a little more on my forehead. And again, like, if you're a DIY girly, then try this out and see how much makeup you actually want. You know, most people are like, oh no, you don't do this or do that. Like, I still put a little bit of foundation underneath because I don't mind a little bit of extra coverage on days where I just know that I need to look impeccable, and a little bit of extra coverage and a little extra barrier. But see how you can still see massive glow. The contour. Oh, the only thing, you know what, you guys, I forgot. Totally fine. We're still in the cream stage, even if we weren't. Don't look at things as mistakes. Just look at it as, I'll add it on later. It's really not that big of a deal. So I'm going to take, this is my bronzer also from Rare Beauty. And just, I actually really like the, I actually really like the kit from Makeup Forever. And I know like it's the face and blush kit. And I know those are a 12-hour wear. I will often actually use those for underpainting. It is wonderful. But I wanted to do a red blush, and I want a little more blush. I don't have a red, like there's no red in that little skin and face kit. It's looking really good, guys. Looking good. It's coming together. Now, brows, I'm trying to think, because I really like to do concealer last. So let me set just above my brows, and then I'm gonna do brows. This is the Makeup Forever translucent powder. So lightweight. It feels so incredibly silky and smooth on the skin. But again, waterproof. I feel like, is that like, if you're 21 and over, take a shot every time I say waterproof? Like, is that, or is that just me over here? And snowed in. You guys, it is snowy here in Dallas. Absolutely gorgeous. But they do not prepare, like the city, I don't know, they just don't allocate a lot of funds towards when this happens, because it's maybe 2-3 times a year. So the all of like DFW and everything kind of shuts down. And so it makes it just really difficult, and most people don't, or they work from home, or nobody's really going anywhere. So needless to say, I don't have any clients tomorrow. So here I am on a Sunday night hanging out with you guys. Okay, what do we say? We're gonna do concealer. I really like to do concealer almost completely last, but for your guys' sake, I'll do it now. But I really like to see how much product I have on. I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender. Just so, like, look how light that is. Just so light to the touch, like very light to the touch. Oh, what a difference. See, I want mine bright, but I don't, I want things to look harmonized, and I really don't want a huge distinction between my under eye, the blush, the bronzer, the contour. I really am aiming for that harmony and having everything just look super blended and married together is all uniform is really the goal. And underpainting, I just, you know what? No. Let's move on to powders. I'm getting carried away, and the artist in me is getting so excited. I am going to though use some setting, this translucent setting powder, just very lightly, because I'm gonna do it a couple times. Just very lightly. Because we are also going to use a powder foundation. But first, we're gonna put on all of our powder products. So I'm gonna be using some powdered bronzer. Where's mine? Let's do Mario. The shade I wear is dark. I have the lightest one in my kit because it actually shows up really well. And it is one of my favorites for fair skin tone, excuse me. So see, everything just so lightly going up together. We don't want to see like really, it's like you want definition, but you don't want to have like these crazy sculpted, like seeing a lot of lines, girls' night out. This is bridal. So soft, princess, effortless. You don't really want to see too much product when your brush hits your face. If you're seeing a ton of it, it's like, oh no. No. We're not doing this right. There's so much definition though. It's so beautiful. It's still very defined, even though you don't see those. Like, what do you, like, how do you say that, you guys? Like when there's, like you could just clearly see the difference between like, ooh, it's there, and then it ends there. Like it just doesn't, I don't know why I can't think of the word. Beautiful. Look at this. Gorgeous. I cannot wait for you guys to show me and recreate this. Now I have, don't kill me because it's limited edition. So please don't. It's just so beautiful. Take a mauve, pinky, mauve, pinky. Dabbing it on my tissue. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So beautiful, Charlotte. Always tap the excess, either like that or you can dip into your cloth. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Okay. You can totally stop here. Obviously, hi, I'm an MUA. Make it as poppy or as subtle. Just know if you go really subtle, like I said, maybe do a test run if you're doing it yourself and go out and take some photos, because then you're gonna have a real idea of like, okay, I want it subtle, but maybe I do want a little more than I thought I did. I'm gonna go back with a teensy bit. See, this is why I like typically do concealer last, which is a little unusual because it's liquid and then I'm putting on powder, but it just has worked for me. And then it just looks chef's kiss. You guys, I love makeup so much and I love teaching, so I'm so glad I get to share this with you guys. We're gonna do some powder highlight. You know what, I'm gonna do Pillow Talk from Charlotte. And I actually really like to kind of throughout, I will go and just kind of continually spray and reset everything, and just helps everything lock in just more. Oh my gosh, I use so much setting spray. So just take my powder here. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk highlighter. Oh my gosh, beautiful. My husband's laughing. He knows who we married. Look at that, you guys. Charlotte the Glow. Hey, Char. Love ya. Darling. I love her. Team Charlotte. I don't care. Don't care. Team Charlotte. Yes, there we go. So good. So good. And then back and dip a little more. I'm telling you, the more that you layer, you will be bulletproof that night. That's what we used to call it at MAC. I remember in the first time they said that, and it's like putting all of your products and then like your liquids and your powders all just on top of each other over and over and over, and like really building on top of everything, because you're gonna go to the club after work, and so you can't redo everything, and so you just have to go on top of what you had, and it was a time, you guys. Working for MAC was a time. Just taking this again. some powder foundation. This is going to give me extra coverage. So look how much more perfected my skin will look after putting this all over. So, I mean, I don't have bad skin. My skin still looks great, but this is just, it just really, really blurs everything out. Not sure if this is waterproof. I wouldn't be surprised. Makeup Forever is an incredible artistry brand. I love so many of their products as well. So you will see me use a lot of them if you are new here. Oh, getting a little itchy. Okay, so let's do these brows. I like, oh, where'd my pencil go? I am a big, big fan of Anastasia. And so I like her, this is it. This is the definer. So it's a lot bigger, it's a lot thicker. So let me use this little mirror here. And I'll slightly, like I kind of go from the middle and then to the top and then lightly below. I don't want it too sketched out and like so noticeable that I shaped the brow. I really, really try to keep people's features like what they are. That's just the way that I happen to like doing makeup. Some people want that really, really, really drastic transformation. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's just like the beauty of art and makeup, right? Is where it's all subjective. So I just try to use a really, really light hand and just stroke after stroke, kind of just all over, and then get my brush. Like I saw Mario, Makeup by Mario, it was something on Sephora's channel, and it was great, but there are a lot of things where I was like, like, interesting, why does he like to do it like this or that? Or so everyone has their own ways of you know, of trying to do things. And I know he said something like he doesn't like shading in like the front at all. I definitely mostly do, but I'm really, really soft with it. A lot of women that I've met, actually, they just don't wear makeup day to day. And so if you take their face and then just put so much on because it's a quote unquote special occasion, a lot of people just, they won't like it. As beautiful as the execution and everything may be, like they just are not used to seeing their faces like that. So that's something you really have to consider when you are interviewing someone to do your makeup, or if you obviously decide to do your own. Don't be swayed one way or the other by people. Like, yes, you have to wear a little bit more to the camera for the cameras, but you have to be comfortable on this day. So do whatever version of you makes you feel beautiful, whether that be a lot or maybe a little bit more minimal. You just have to stick with that, because girl, your photos, like, it's forever. You want to be happy. Like, see, this bugs me. I had some girl and she like botched me years ago, and there's supposed to be hair there. So I like little faux strokes. I like that in my brow. Okay, so what do we want to do? Now let's finish the shadow. Small tiny brush. I'm going to take a light to medium shade. You know, I'm going to use Tender. If you're really fair, I would do, what is this? Mesh. The one right next to it would be really great. If you're more porcelain to fair, use something softer. Just kind of lightly. So I have a little something on the bottom. My wedding day, I actually did light on the inner rim. My makeup artist, my wonderful friend Ernie, incredible, talented. Shout out to him and Maida, who did myself and my bridal party. They are some of the best, honey. OG Mac kids over here. What do you want from us? Like, we love glam. Okay, taking my concealer again. And this time, I'm going to take my same brush that I use for eye primer. And I'll just put a little, like just a little. Let myself blink. So then I know where it's gonna go, okay? When I'm like looking straight on or what have you, I know. If you're hooded, you have to do this. If you are not hooded and your eyelids don't touch your crease, then you're fine. You don't have to do the looking up part. And I'm just dusting it and cleaning it off on my tissue. And then just going back in. So this will really, really, really brighten my lid. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so pretty. But again, waterproof. Taking my drink. Again, 21 and over. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look how beautiful this looks. And it doesn't look like you have all this makeup on. It's gorgeous. Oh, I feel so privileged, you guys, to share this with you. So much fun. Okay. Now I'm going to take this stunning liquid eyeshadow from Armani. Number 11? No, not even close. 67S. 67S. When I worked for him, number 11 was a very popular shade. Hold on, there is no, I need to clean my little palette. I have no clean space here, so hold on. Hold on. I don't know, we'll see, you guys, if I'm able to save this shirt from the blush that got on it. So palette, and let me just, of course, it's, you buy it for yourself. You can use the wand just directly on your eye. You don't have to clean brushes and anything like that when it's you. So just a little, and then look at that. Dun, 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 dun. The most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful light shimmer champagne. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect for bridal makeup. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to do, this is definitely more winter bride. I mean, is it though? Like, but I will do a summer bride and that's geared towards, this is more cool tones. So I use more of a gray, more of this cool silvery champagne. I mean, in person, it has like, I would say it really is a true champagne. So it's it's like neutral. It's not overly pink and it's not overly gold or anything like that. Oh my gosh, stunning. I love his shadows so much. So much. This stupid thing is so expensive, but I was like, I have to do this for her. Like, I have to have this for her because I knew she did not like a ton of makeup. So I was like, we gotta compensate with sparkle. But Armani is so great. He excels. His brand, rest in peace, but his brand excels at making things to pop, but somehow it's still extremely lightweight. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was telling my husband how I bought this little light. And so you guys can see. Ugh. It is so beautiful. Just gorgeous. Perfect twinkly eyes. Perfect twinkly eyes. I'm not sure how to attach it, you guys. Now let's do some, this is the Paradise Big Deal Waterproof. Now, you typically want to, babe, give me a mascara wand. This is what I use on clients. So you do not want to see your makeup artist using the same brush that it comes with. That's something to look out for. If it's yours, of course, dip into it, but. And I just do a really light, super light coat. I happen to like just a hair on the bottom. A hair on the bottom. I ask my clients though, because a lot of people don't. So again, nothing wrong with that. Okay. Really great brush though. I just, I got it in the, this one's for me. Okay, so let's do a lash. I am going to cut these here and make them corner lashes. Where are my scissors? Oh no, you guys, my phone is close to dying, so let me see how if I plug it in, like how do I talk to you guys with it plugged in? Oh no. How am I gonna do this, guys? Like, I need to, oh, you know what? I think, okay, that's a little low, but that's okay. That's all right. Well, you know what? If I just, ooh. Oh, sorry guys, hold on. Oh, you know what? No, it, I mean, we are live, so, you know, live. If I'm putting my pop socket, like, in the little phone case, so the cord's kind of short. Okay, so we gotta get this, we gotta get a move on. So, lashes. Come on. I don't know why my hands feel so slippery, but I can't. Baby, can you undo these, please? Find me a tissue. I don't know why my hands feel so slippery. Give me another tissue.
Just 1 second. I do these.
they're just too dramatic to be, they're just way too dramatic to be bridal. So I'm going to cut off the really, really gnarly portion and then use them more as like kind of a fluffy corner lash. Oh, thank you. I don't know what I had on my hands, you guys. So just clipping off the really dramatic, fluffiest part. And then that's what we're gonna do. Kind of measure, see if, no, I think this one's a little too long. Yeah, I always recommend a trial, you guys. It's, you know, God bless you. I know some people don't and maybe you can't, but, oof, if you can, always get a trial. Even if you decide that you want to do it on, maybe, you know, I know a lot of women get married somewhere exotic. You're like going somewhere overseas, and so you want to do, you know, do a lesson. Book a lesson. Book me for a lesson. Seriously. I have taught so many women because I get it. Sometimes you just are not going to have a makeup artist available. So you need to learn how to make yourself look as good as possible, like we would do for you. So you always want to let it dry a little bit. I say about 30 or so seconds. Ooh, everything, y'all, it's just, the house is falling down. I got this new applicator and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. See how much easier that is with an applicator? And then I'll take the little tiny front side and then, see, it's a little too wet because we should be, ooh. You want it to really stick easily, immediately. Oh, I don't know if I can get, I don't know where my fan is. And I'm trying not to move my phone so my phone don't die. There we go. That's, let me get him here. What am I doing? I always have brides that like head straight, eyes down to the right. Or like wherever the left, you know, depending on the eye, but you just like look to the corner. Ooh. It makes it so much easier for us when we're putting lashes on people. And I would suggest, if you don't do individuals, then to do some type of more of a corner lash, like the kind of look that I'm going for and showing you guys here, because you will cry, of course. And all this here, and the, like, you don't want the lash all the way here because you're going to be crying, and that's, it just, it's so hard for lashes to stay. They try to say that this is waterproof and that and whatever for the glue, but it's just very difficult. So if you don't do individuals, then do a half, or like, I don't know, what is mine, 3/4 3/4 lash over here. Look how pretty that is. Gonna go from the middle first. See, I was gonna say you'll know, because if you can really feel it feels so damp right now. So this is why lashes are usually the hardest part, because they have to get to that sticky sweet spot. And so then that can take a while. Unless you were smart and have a fan. I don't know where my fan is. And we are live, baby. So I'm not gonna leave you guys to go find my fan. And these are a little bit stubborn. If you can do individuals, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. They look so natural. And then your artist can just always too add a few more the day of if needed. Really pinch it. Pinch it really good and make sure that that sucker ain't going nowhere. That's like what you really, really gotta make sure. Okay, look at that. How pretty is that? Okay, now let's blot. Blot, blot, blot. I'm going to, this would be good if you had a puff, but I don't know where one is, so I'm just gonna use the other side of my blender and just like really matte out the edges of this lip with my shade, like it's the same skin tone. It's not that, you could do translucent, but I just wanted more coverage. Dusty Rose Anastasia. A stunning color, especially for a bride. If you are really porcelain though, this is probably too deep for you. Pillow Talk is actually one of my favorites to use. So it's a rosy mauve brown. And then this new pencil. Givenchy, I was so shocked. I was going everywhere and all the shades were just variations of this. And I'm like, doesn't anybody have like a happy pink? And it's hard because I know Sephora, they don't carry everything that the brands make in store. But this, I like lost my mind over. I was so happy at this pink. Like, I was like, what? What I did for the fair girlies is I mixed this with Endless Cacao from Make It Forever. Stunning. Stunning. Oh my god. Like, what? Excuse me, what? Like, Givenchy, like, what are you doing here? This is so beautiful. Like, stunning. Did you guys hear that? Is that my tummy? I heard a little growl. Okay. Now I'm going to do just the slightest bit, just the tiniest bit of a lighter nude. This is Max Yash. Just to soften the pink, just a hair, just a hair. See, that's it, just a hair. Just a touch, just the teents. Let me, I was looking for my lip brush, but that's okay. One more step. One more step. I'm going to add some waterproof eyeliner over the lashes to cover. And I'm just like lightly, I'm doing, yes, like I'm doing a line, but I'm also just kind of see how I'm going through painting the little lash. And then just like a really, really thin. Of course, you like a really, really big lash, or excuse me, big lash, a dramatic liner, then you're used to wearing a lot of liner. Do what makes you feel comfortable, but I want this to be as natural as possible. So I won't do a wing. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could take that same tiny brush and then we'll go over, I'm just using a dark brown in the shade Silhouette. And then just kind of lightly set and blend so it looks just like a little softened. Now, again, if you like a very detailed, a very precise type of liner, skip this step. Skip this step. You don't have to do it. I just like mine to just look a little bit diffused when it's with Bridal. Unless otherwise stated, but we'll do another spray. You could have definitely, I would say, this is my personal, so depending on what your dress is like, obviously how conservative you are, I'm not, so I would want to be nice and kind of glowy all over, and then just take your same brush that you did with foundation and just kind of go like all over with your some type of like body glow, some type of, you know, if you're that girl where you love like Fenty's glitter, it's like her glitter bomb, just so you have just a little bit of that. See that? Do you see that? How beautiful does this look? Like, let me go get married again. To the same man. Oh, look at that. Same man, let's be clear. A little more powder. I think we're ready to get married. There we go. Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy that we are all here in 2026. More to come. I have just really been trying to take a slow winter and enjoy enjoy the slow, simple things. But I have a lot cooking. So I can't wait. I'm just so grateful we're here, and I love you all very much. You mean so much to me. So thank you. Ask me any questions in the comments, and I will eventually, give me grace. I will try and post. I kind of did this on a whim. I've been wanting to do it, but for links and try to find some links. But yeah, okay, guys. Mwah. So pretty. Okay, how do we get out of